Hi there. We're going to do some belt stretches today. All right. Grab your yoga belt. Place it on the bottom of your right foot. Lie back. Get comfortable. Have something support the back of your head, your neck. Extend your left leg along the floor. Make sure that you're holding onto the belt with each hand. So separate the belt so one hand on each. Your elbows come to the floor so we're not reaching up. Keep the hips square. And ideally, we want to get to the point where we got that heel right over top of our hip. But you decide where that range is for you. You might still be down here. Just take it to as far as you feel comfortable. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 meaning you're going to feel pain. You never want to feel pain. You want to sit around a 5 to a 7. Hold here. "30-second holds is ideal. Count it out 10 super slow breaths. That usually does it. Alright, now we're gonna bring that heel right back to over top of the hip, or a little less strain on the hamstring, and I want you to flex your toes, waking up those calf muscles. Doesn't take much. Even just thinking about bringing those toes back sometimes wakes up those calves. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Knees off the calf. Now pull on the left side of your belt only, rolling the bottom of the foot inwards towards your body. You're going to feel a really great stretch for your shins here. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Nice. Now hold on to both sides of the belt now with your right hand. Reach up nice and tall. Take your left hand, plant it firmly on the ground. Gently bring that leg all the way to the side. Remember, you're in control, so don't allow that leg just to flop down to the floor. We don't want to pull anything here. So it's definitely an active stretch here. You're getting assisted with the belt. So at one point you're going to get to where you can't feel like your leg can go any further. And what tends to happen is our glute muscles tend to squeeze and try and protect that point. I want you to take a deep breath. Exhale and release those muscles and see how far we can go. Remember, you can always lower the leg towards the extended leg on the floor as well, easing off and making that stretch a little bit easier on yourself. Still trying to stay within that 5 to 7 range. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 meaning pain, we never want to stretch to pain. We want to stay in that nice moderate stretch. One more deep breath in. As we exhale, you're going to engage your core muscles to assist with this leg coming back up to where we started, using your belt, pulling with the arms, bringing you right back to where we began. Now take both sides of the belt with your left hand, place your right hand on the ground, and we're going into the twist. Drawing the leg across the body nice and slow. Remember, your right hip is going to leave the floor here, but we do want to focus on keeping both our shoulder blades down and on the ground. You can bend the knee, you can loosen the belt a little bit and ease off, and take that leg as far as you feel comfortable to the point of wherever it's touching on the floor. Another great option here is to have a pillow on the other side of you, so that if you definitely can't reach your foot to the floor across the body, then have a pillow there so it brings the floor up to your foot. Focus on the twist. Should feel nice and yummy for that lower back. Breathing into it. When I say breathe into it, and with every exhale you want to kind of just feel like you're sinking a little bit deeper. And say it again, as we bring that leg back, you want to use the belt, engage with your arms, but pull in with those belly muscles. Pull back to the floor to lift that leg up, back to where we started. Once we get to back where we started, hold on to both sides of that belt again separately with each hand, and then draw that leg as close as you can. Let's aim for that 7 for sure. So that hamstring stretch as much as you can take it. Hold here. For 3. For 2. For 1. Perfect. Release. We're going to switch our legs. Left foot goes in. right foot comes down and lengthens along the floor. Square the hips, shoulders down and back. Neutral spine. Neutral spine always means we're going to do this with a little soft, small of your back. So focus on the hamstring. Find your level, 5 to 7 range. It's not too hard, but it's not too easy either. And I can feel the hamstring stretch. Keep that hip square. When I say square your hip, that means you're going to draw your left hip down and back so to make it equal with your right. Focus on the hamstring stretch still for now, because ideally you want to hold your hamstring stretches 30 seconds. You're going to flex your toes now. Let's wake up those calves. Toes to you. This one doesn't have to be held too long. It has to be quite tingly. Release the calf. Now you're going to pull on that right side of your belt, only rolling the bottom of your foot in, and you should feel that stretch for the shin on the outside of your lower part of your calf. Pull on that left side. Restabilize that ankle. Hold on to both sides of your belt now with your left hand. Going into the groin stretch, we're going to place our right hand on the floor, ground into the shoulders, open up the hip. Take that leg all the way up. Remember, don't let that leg just flop over. Control the movement. Take that leg as far as it will go. Still grounding through the long part of our body, staying in contact with the floor. And reminding those bum muscles to back off, unclench, relax. Breathe. Deep breath in. Exhale, engage your core, use the belt, pulling the leg back to where we started. Transferring over to the twist on this side. Hold both sides of the belt with the right hand. Left hand grounds to the floor, and we bring that leg gently across the body. Keep engaging, so you're pressing into the belt and pulling with your hands at the same time. So you're not expecting one particular body part to do all the work. Making it really work together here. Pull the shoulder blades back and down. Take that foot all the way to the point where it's ideally touching the ground. And like I said, you can always place a block or a pillow underneath that foot if you don't have that range of motion. Deep breath in. Exhale, sink into that twist a little deeper. And then on our next exhale, we're going to start to bring that leg back up. One more deep breath in. As we exhale, we engage those tummy muscles, pull into the belt, bring ourselves all the way back up to where we started. And one more deep hamstring hold, pulling that leg all the way, finding that number 7. That's your scale, 1 to 10, 10 being pain. You don't want to be there. You want to be around a 7. I definitely feel the stretch, but it's not too much. Perfect. And release. Use the belt. Bring your knees into your chest. Give them a little hug. Rock side to side. Holding onto one knee to help roll yourself back up to sitting. And that's something that you should try and do 2, maybe 3 times. Usually at the end of your workout or maybe later on in the day. Just make sure you're all warmed up and you're good to go. Okay, enjoy.